Lueroi's Pokemon Blue Walkthrough, Part 13. What's going on, gang? Welcome back to Vermilion City. And in the last video, we did something a little bit crazy. We traded Spearow for Farfetch'd, and that striked up a lot of controversy in the comment sections, but today we'll actually get to see Farfetch'd battle. And yeah, we're gonna head over to Route 11. Now, the Diglett's Cave is on Route 11, but I will save that for a future episode, so I'm actually going to go to the main part of the route today. And there is one new Pokemon you can catch, and that is Drowzee. Drowzee's actually a pretty good Psychic type that evolves fairly early into Hypno. Psychic types are really good in this game, so if you didn't want to use an Abra or a Mr. Mime, Drowzee actually a really good option. And here's a trainer. Let's go, but don't cheat! Oh, I don't have my Game Shark! Can't crank out all those cheat codes today, but I'll battle them anyways. And this actually will be the debut of Dux, my Farfetch'd. And yeah, that's the default nickname when you get him traded. So yeah, I mean, whatever, I have to deal with Dux. And yeah, Farfetch'd, oops, he knows Peck, Sand Attack, Leer, and Fury Attack. So really similar moveset to what Spearow had, actually. But yeah, the main question I've been getting is, why would you do this, Lueroi? Why would you use a Farfetch'd? This thing's horrible. Like, Dux sucks, man. That's what people are saying. And yeah, you guys are right. It's not a good Pokemon. I mean, I rated it a 2.5 out of 10, so it's not like I think this thing is any good, but I don't know. This is a throwback walkthrough. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with it. So that's why I'm using Farfetch'd. And I just got a boosted 418 experience points. Yeah, Pokemon that get traded to you get a 50% boost in experience, so kind of useful. Dux will level up a lot quicker, so I won't have to, you know, deal with the pain of using Farfetch'd for too long before leveling up. And yeah, let's continue along here. We got another youngster to fight, so my mission in this walkthrough is just going to be to prove that Farfetch'd is worthy. And I'm not even sure if I can do it. It might be impossible. But I at least know I can get through the game safely using a Farfetch'd, so yeah, it's fine. I mean, we still have Wartortle, we still have Sandshrew. It's not like Farfetch'd is gonna ruin my whole team. He'll just be a fun Pokemon to use. But not against Sandshrew, actually. No, Sandshrew has too good of defense, so let's go to Wartortle. Get that super effective Bubble Beam on it. Ooh, I'll have to take a Slash. Probably gonna be a critical hit, yeah. But I'll go with a Bubble Beam. I love that sound it makes when you use Bubble Beam. But that's going to take out the Sandshrew. And, yeah, there we go. So, Dux gets another boosted amount of experience points, which is pretty nice. But Wartortle's going to be the one that gets up to level 22, so yeah, next up is Zubat. Let me go back to my Dux. And we'll take this thing out. Now, hopefully by the end of this video, Dux will learn Swords Dance. And I think that's level 23, maybe 24. But that's a really nice move I'm looking forward to, because it boosts your attack up 2 levels, which is really, really nice. A Fury Attack get a pretty good chunk there. I can't even remember the last time I used a Farfetch'd, honestly. It's probably been years. I bet a lot of people have never even seen this back sprite before, because who ever uses Farfetch'd, right? But I guess that's what's going to be different about this walkthrough. Seriously, can we stop hitting 2 times? I'm seriously getting tired of that. I want to hit 5 times every single turn. But yeah, Peck will take him out, and that'll do it. Taking out a Zubat. And I can sure get used to that boosted EXP every time. Alright, so Farfetch'd is going crazy over here on Route 11, taking out all these trainers. Let's see. Now I'm going to go back over this way. Yeah, you actually are going to find a lot of gamblers on this route. There's one right over there. We'll fight him after this 3rd youngster in a row. My Pokemon should be ready by now. But yeah, Route 11, it's completely optional. This leads to a dead end, actually, but really good training before the gym. You could just go out of the SSA and do a lot of training, get cut, and go straight to the gym and skip over this, but I think it's good for getting up levels. You'll be happy you did it by the end. And we have a male Nidoran here. Yeah, Fury attacking away. Feel the fury of Farfetch'd. He's coming at me with a Horn Attack, so yeah, I just think Farfetch'd is just such a goofy, funny, horrible Pokemon that I just had to use it on my team. I don't know what it was, I was just so tempted to use this thing, so I don't know, I think he's gonna be awesome. And he's already up to level 21! Yeah, Farfetch'd is going out to the bars tonight to celebrate. But I'm not gonna fight this Nidorino, that might be a little bit more than I can handle, so... let's send out Gara, our Sandshrew. And Sandshrew is actually really close to evolving. Let's go with a Dig. So glad I have Dig on my Sandshrew now. It makes all the difference in the world. It's gonna make Lieutenant Surge's gym a piece of cake. Gara's just gonna single-handedly destroy that place. So yeah, if you don't have a ground type, or if you don't have a Pokemon that learn Dig, if you catch a Diglett, you can pretty much take Diglett straight over to the gym and take them all down. Too much, too young, says the youngster. Alright, so let's go ahead and take on this Gambler over here. They have that creepy music. Competition, I can't get enough. Yeah, these guys are crazy. I don't know why he's not at the game corner, but... You know, he probably lost too much money over there, he had to quit gambling. But yeah, Gambler wants to fight. He's got a Bellsprout. Alright, perfect for ducks here. Let's go ahead and peck this thing. Yeah, don't mess with Farfetch'd. We're not gonna knock him out, though. And I'm poisoned, darn. Yeah, I really think Farfetch'd should have evolved. I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon out in the Pokemon world that everyone thinks should get an evolution. But I don't really know. I mean, yeah, sure, Farfetch'd could definitely use one, but at the same time, it's kind of funny that there's those Pokemon out there that just kind of suck and never really get anything good going for them, so... There's some Pokemon like Farfetch'd that, yeah, sure, an evolution would be cool, but I don't know, really know if they deserve one. It's kind of funny just having them be plain old Farfetch'd. It'd be a little Farfetch'd to give that thing an evolution, but... Let's peck this Oddish, knock it out. Yeah, I wonder how many Farfetch'd jokes I can make throughout the entire walkthrough. I don't know, man, but that's a lot of experience points. And I had a chance! No, you had a community chest! Ho-ho! Monopoly jokes! But anyways, there's 4 Gamblers on this route. There's gonna be a Fire type, Water type, Grass type, and Electric type. So essentially, all of the starters you can get in this game, including Yellow. And I need to use an antidote, cure up that poison like magic! If only it was that easy in real life, and I did buy some super potions, so let's go ahead and use that. Heal up my ducks, and yeah, not a bad job. Alright, so I think, let's see. Yeah, let's give ducks a break though. Because I think this guy down here uses electric types, and I don't know, it'd be a little bit easier for Sandshrew. I'm gonna give him some action anyways. It's not like any of these electric types actually know electric type moves, which is kind of funny, but yeah, regardless, I'll go over to Sandshrew, because I want to get him up some levels as well. So yeah, here's an Engineer, and yeah, you really don't see a lot of Engineers in Pokemon. I can't even think of other times you'd see an Engineer, I just might not be thinking of it, but I know there's 2 on this route. I don't really know where else you find them, but they do use electric types. Because obviously they're, you know, engineers dealing with electric cables and stuff. At least this guy says he's laying down some cables, which I don't really know what those are for, but whatever. Yeah, now Sandshrew can join Farfetch'd at the bars tonight. He's level 21. But yeah, all my viewers in the UK or whatever are just like, what are you talking about, man? We could be doing this since we were 16. Yeah, lucky kids, but anyways, let's continue along here. I think he has another engineer friend around here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. This is actually the guy with the Magneton. Watch out for live wires. Yeah, I don't really know what these wires are. It's not like if I step in the wrong spot, I just instantly get electrocuted. But yeah, here's the engineer. He's got a Magnemite. I think he has a couple Magnemites and a Magneton. But yeah, this was first generation. You know, this is back in the day before steel types existed, so Magnemite is actually only 2 times weak to ground, not 4 times weak to ground. Yeah, this is way before steel types, before dark types, before fairy types, which aren't really even out yet, but yeah, whatever. I'll stay in for another Magnemite. Yeah, it was weird. Back in these days, you could use a normal type move on Magnemite, and it would do regular damage, which is kind of crazy to think about now. And in other news, Dig is unstoppable, Gara is unstoppable. Yeah, next up is gonna be his Magneton. So yeah, it's really a mystery how this guy got a Magneton, because Magnemite doesn't evolve till level 30, but you know, there's numerous times in this game where people just don't really care. You see all sorts of Pokemon that are evolved before they can actually evolve. But this one actually knows like Thunder Shock and things like that, so Yeah, actually be prepared to take an electric type attack. That Magneton can be pretty difficult if you don't have a ground type on your team. But easy enough for Sandshrew, who's up to level 22. Awesome level for Sandshrew, and I think his attack stat was 44, and his defense was 46. I'm only saying that because I want to know how much his stats go up after he evolves right here. Yeah, Sandslash time! And no, I'm not going to click B like I did for Spearow. The only reason I stopped Spearow from evolving was because Pharaoh, you can't trade a Pharaoh for a Farfetch'd, you can only trade a Spearow. Although I'd rather have a Pharaoh, but whatever. Yeah, now I have a Sandslash, which is awesome. Sandshrew has an early evolution. I love Pokemon that have an early evolution. You don't need to wait around so long to get more powerful. Let's check out our stats now. My attack is now 55, defense is 57, so honestly I don't even remember what numbers I just said. I think they went up like 10 points, which is pretty nice. So Sandslash is freaking awesome. Let's give him a test run here against this guy. Whoa, I have never lost. This guy's never lost in his life. That's pretty crazy. But he's about to get his first L ever. This guy's like the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Never lost in his life. He's got a Voltorb, that's pretty cool. Really fast Pokemon. Number 100 in the Pokedex, so yeah, he's cool. But Sonic Boom will leave me with 43, because I'm a genius, right? No, because it always does. 20 hit points. Yeah, Voltorb's really fast. That's mostly what it has going on for it. It's not too great other than that. But definitely a usable Pokemon, though. I think it's a little bit underrated. And he has a Magnemite as well. So yeah, this is the Gambler that uses electric types. They all have 2 Pokemon on their team. Either 2 electrics, 2 fires, 2 waters, 2 grasses. You guys get the point. So yeah, that's gonna take down Magnemite, and Sandslash is freaking awesome. I love Sandslash. My first loss, yeah. It would have made more sense to me if Sandslash learned Slash, like, right when he got evolved, but whatever. I'm glad I already learned it earlier, but, you know, let's take a quick break in the action to check out this place. Apparently this guy's not thirsty like all the other guards. He lets you go through. But you're gonna be blocked off by a sleeping Pokemon, which is, of course, Snorlax. Yeah, I don't know why you can't just crawl over him or whatever, but no, you can't go through, because of this 1,000-pound Snorlax, which is actually, like, as big as me. Like the same size as me, but here's something cool right here. You can grab a Hyper Potion, I think it is. Yeah, heals up 200 hit points, which none of your Pokemon actually have 200 hit points at this point, unless you've been doing a lot of overtraining, and that's the only hidden item over there. I would just be getting spoiled if I found more, but we'll save the Hyper Potion for later. Now, I think if you've caught 30 Pokemon, you can talk to this guy. He's Professor Oak's aide. And, yeah, it's 30. So if you've caught 30 Pokemon, he will give you an item finder. So Lueroi, have you caught at least 30 kinds? Yeah, I sure have. He's like, uh-oh, you've only caught 6 Pokemon. You're not even close, dude. Yeah, I like it more when just seeing the Pokemon registers it in your Pokedex and that counts. But no, you can't get the item finder, which, whatever. This guy, if you have a Nidorino, you can trade for a Nidorina. So if you didn't like that Nidorino male-female trade we had like 2 videos ago, you can do this one. So yeah, but whatever, I don't really care. Kind of a dumb trade. Look out the binoculars, and a big Pokemon is asleep on the road. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense since we're looking out north and Snorlax is to the east, but this one right here says, the only way to get from Cerulean to Lavender Town is the Rock Tunnel, which I think that's actually geographically correct, looking in that direction. So, yeah, actually it is geographically correct, if I can talk right, but yeah, it's kind of funny that you look north and you somehow see to the west. There's just like a giant mirror, like, reflecting your image to the side or something. But yeah, I don't have 30 Pokemon, so I can't get the item finder. I don't really care, though, so let's put Dux back up to the front. Let's get him caught up to level 22 and fight this youngster. I'm the best in my class. Oh, really? You must be in 1st grade or something, punk. Yeah, I don't even go to class, so who do you think you are, youngster? He's got 3 Pokemon, though. Starts off with the Rattata. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Like, every youngster has a Rattata, but I'll go back to my Fury Attack. Fury Attack's a fun move to use just because I can hit like 5 times, and I can hit 2 times also, but when you hit 5 times, it's always awesome. I like taking the chance. Peck's a little more reliable, perhaps, but whatever. And I got a critical hit, so it's I'll take him out. Pretty nice, pretty easy. And I love that boosted experience points. I can definitely get used to that. Anyways, he has another Rattata. So, back to my Fury attack. I'm gonna go with a quick attack, though. I think it's funny that we're both using moves that end with attack. Quick attack, Fury attack. Come on, seriously, you're killing me, Ducks. You gotta hit more than twice. I'm going to Peck, though. I don't want to miss or anything. You've got to learn to hit more than 2 times. I mean, I know it's complete random odds that the computer generates, but I'm blaming you personally, Ducks. And yeah, we're up to level 22. Not bad. Pretty balanced stats overall. Ooh, last up is a Raticate. You know what? I'm going to take the chance here. Probably not the best idea, but I'll try it out. Maybe I'll hit 5 times finally. Quick attack. Yeah, I feel like I faced Raticate like the exact same level way back in Mount Moon, so the game hasn't gotten a whole lot tougher. And seriously, twice. Stop hitting twice. Now is the time to hit 5 times if there has ever been one. Seriously, come on, I can't live with this 2-time thing. You've got to get better, Ducks. I will make sure you get stronger than this by the end of the video. Or at least by the end of the walkthrough. Maybe this is going to be a long work in progress. I'll give him a Bubble Beam, though. I seriously think he hit only 2 times, like, 90% of my Fury attack. Like, this is actually ridiculous, but there, Dr. Sheldon will take him down. And yeah, at least I still got some boosted experience points. Darn, I need to make my Pokemon stronger. Yeah, you do. But here's why I don't care that I didn't get the item finder. I don't need an item finder. I know where the hidden items are. It's an escape rope right there. Yeah, so hidden escape rope. It's kind of annoying having to get out the item finder and use it anyways, so I don't really mind. But I will heal up Ducks because he got a little roughed up in that last battle. Those Raticates weren't too nice to him. And darn it, I'm left with 1 hit point missing, but that's okay. We've got another Gambler, and then I think there's 1 more Gambler and we'll be done. And he says, I have never won before. So there's a Gambler that's never lost and a Gambler that's never won. Yeah, this guy must have had a rough time back at the casinos. He probably just loses in everything in his life, but he actually has a good team, which surprises me. He has a Growlithe and a Vulpix, so you would think he'd probably have won some battles. He must just be a horrible trainer or something. But yeah, I'm going back to my Fury attack. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Ducks. 3 is better than 2, so I can't complain too much. You are making progress. And I love how it's just completely random, but I act like it's something personal every time. Yeah, there we go. Farfetch'd is finally learning the ways. And those boosted experience points really make a difference, man. He levels up really fast. That's going to be nice. That means I don't need to use him as much as my other Pokemon to level up, which is nice because he's not that good. And he just missed, so whatever. But yeah, Vulpix is a cool Pokemon. Growlithe is red exclusive and Vulpix is blue exclusive. And I got a critical hit! Yes! That is awesome, because then every Fury attack gets a critical hit. But of course, only twice! Dang it! Yeah, I'm just not getting too lucky in this video. Whatever, my luck will come around with Ducks. I know it. It's gotta happen eventually, right? Right? It's gotta happen. I'm gonna need a little bit of luck to succeed with Farfetch'd, probably. But yeah, that's gonna leave 1 final trainer way over here by the front. I kind of skipped out on him. Because I wanted to fight him on my way back. And this is the Water-type Gambler. Win, lose, or draw. I think this guy has a Poliwag, which is annoying. I don't like it, because it can put you to sleep with Hypnosis. Yeah, any Pokemon with Hypnosis, it just, rubs me the wrong way. But that is a good reason to catch a Drowzee. You can finally have Hypnosis on your side and put other Pokemon to sleep. But I'm going back to my Fury attack. Going back to my Fury attack. I can't even remember the last time I used Farfetch'd. Like, this backstrike looks really unfamiliar. It's almost like, I know I've used him though, because I've used like every Pokemon in this game, but, no, I'm asleep! Dang it! Dang it, Ducks! Why you gotta be asleep on the job? I do have an Awakening though, so let's put it to good use. Let's wake this thing up. It must just be like a pure shot of caffeine, just instantly wake him up. Yeah, I wish I had Awakenings so I could wake up in the morning. Oh, come on! He puts me right back to sleep, man! That's not even fair. I'm switching out. I'm tired of this crap. I'm going over to Wartortle. Yeah, Dr. Sheldon. Get rid of this Poliwag. Tired of him putting me to sleep and whatnot. Let's Mega Punch him. Whoa, easy there, Poliwag, trying to put War Turtle to sleep too. Yeah, that's not cool, man. That's not even allowed in competitive battling. You can't even put multiple Pokemon to sleep. But Dux is gonna get up to level 23. He doesn't even know it right now. He's learning Swords Dance. He's asleep, yet learning a new move. How awesome is that? But I definitely want to give him Swords Dance because it's an awesome move that boosts up your attack 2 levels. So I guess I'll get rid of Leer. I mean, Leer lowers their defense. Swords Dance boosts up my attack. Essentially like the same thing, only Swords Dance is better, right? So yeah, it's actually kind of funny. Farfetch'd is just gonna wake up and be like, holy crap, I know how to do Swords Dance now. What just happened? But I'll stay in for this Horsey here. Seems like my best option since Sandslash is weak to water. And Horsey actually has some exceptional defense. A lot of people don't know that. Horsey can take some hits, man. Actually a good defensive Pokemon. And Bubble will lower my speed. Bet you wish you had Bubble Beam, though. Yeah, not as cool as me, right? I'm always left with like a hit point. I'll use Tackle then. Actually, I should have used Bubble Beam just to show him what a real bubble attack looks like, but whatever. Tackle will do the trick. And that's gonna finish everything up for Route 11. Yeah, not bad. I think the only item on this whole route was that hidden escape rope. So, yeah, not a whole lot of items to get, but that's okay. All we really wanted to do was get up levels, and I think we actually did a pretty good job of that. Yeah, Dux is my highest level, that's awesome, and everyone else is level 22. So, I think we took care of everything we wanted to in this video. Next time, we will probably check out the SS Anne over here on the Vermilion Harbor. So, that could take 2 or 3 videos. The SS Anne's a long portion of the game, but that's what we're going to be checking out next time. We got a lot of work to do on the SS Anne, so thank you for watching, everybody. And, yeah, more Pokemon Blue coming up tomorrow for Sunday. Thanks for watching.